Oh, Miage, just one bite, you won't regret it. Get your curls percolated. Oh, Miage, get you some.
Hey everybody, what's up? Yes, I have perked the fuck up. All right. So I'm back for 90 Day Fiance, y'all. All right. So let's just get into it. Colt and Larissa. Y'all, this is this is a mistake. Colt and Larissa are a fucking mistake. All right. First of all, Colt, are those breasts? I'm confused. Now I get it. Everybody thought Colt was a transgender, and I see why. When you look at him on camera, he got rosy cheeks. Something about, this area feels like there's boobage. So it's just like, what's happening here? Y'all, I don't know why Larissa thought Colt was going to be what she wanted him to be. I do not understand their relationship at all. You couldn't find somebody that was a little bit more your speed, somebody that didn't live with their mama, somebody that didn't share a car with their mama, somebody that had air conditioned in said car that they shared with their mama, somebody that lived alone, somebody that did not have to create rules as far as when mom can come and knock on my door and when I can go and knock on mom's door. Y'all, what the hell is going on? Colt. Like, this is what I don't understand. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I do not like when women don't raise their male children, especially their male children, because I feel like y'all already raised girls. And when I was growing up, y'all raised girls. Do for yourself, fend for yourself. Don't wait for no man. Y'all, everybody be thinking, oh, daddy's little girl and girls get treated. No, the fuck we don't. I feel like in the African-American community and in the Caucasian community, women are not coddled the way men are. Men are coddled. I think even in like the Latino community, yeah. Like women, we supposed to work our fucking backs off, okay? We supposed to fuck, cook, clean, and do everything that y'all want us to do, but y'all could be out here living with y'all fucking mamas. Like, that is ridiculous to me. That is ridiculous to me, and it annoys me that Debbie, Colt's mama, raised him to be this way. When you look at it, it's like, oh girl, the fact that you're emotional because somebody else is coming in and gonna break up this little twosome y'all got going on. This shit is unhealthy. It is unhealthy. I don't care what anybody say. Women do not raise your boys to be like this. It's not right. Okay? It is not right. So Colt goes to pick up Larissa from the airport, y'all. She said, where are my flowers? After she gave him the little friend hug. I was like, yes, friend hug. we together. Friend hug. I didn't know what that was about, y'all, but it didn't look right. So anyway, she was so mad that he didn't give her flowers. And I kind of felt how she felt. I felt like she was doing the most, like keep mentioning it over and over and over again. But you didn't bring me flowers. Like, it's just something that you do. It's sweet. Like, to show that you happy to see me. And it's like the smile should show you that he happy to see you, bitch. Okay? She was pushing it a little bit too far, but I did understand how she felt. How you gonna show up empty-handed? No chocolates, no flowers, nothing. Like, just your hands in your fucking pocket and what seems to be a B-cup breast. Like, I just don't know. This is not gonna work out. The way she kept looking at him in the confessional, y'all. Yeah, it's not gonna work. It is not gonna work. They went to the Las Vegas sign because that's what she wanted to see. She wanted to see Vegas. She thought Vegas was like New York or Hollywood. Like, she thought it was supposed to be ritzy titsy, but Vegas is very constructional most of the time. There's always construction going on. It is hot as hell. She driving him around in that car. That car ain't got no air conditioning. Talking about, it gets me from point A to point B. I was like, you don't even have a car with air conditioning and you live in Las Vegas? What's wrong with you? No, I'm sorry, but I know what it's like to live somewhere hot. I don't go nowhere without air conditioning. Okay? If they don't have air conditioning, I'm not going, all right? I rarely go to the fucking park now because I'm just like, for what? Unless there's a set of huge trees in the breeze, bitch, we have nothing to talk about. It is too hot, okay? So when I saw this, I was like, oh my God. First of all, she had a long sleeve shirt on and a leather skirt. So, bitch, you was gonna be hot. You should have dressed for the occasion. You should have came out here with some jean shorts on and a cutoff top. I don't know what you was thinking about. He told you it was gonna be hot. Seems to me you wanted to ignore his warnings. But still, y'all, it was just like, she complained. She hates Las Vegas. She doesn't understand why he lives there. I mean, she just was upset and unsettled about everything from the gate. from the beginning. And I just kind of feel like, yeah, nah, this ain't gonna work out. It's not. And now Cody's nervous about how she's going to react to his mom and all of his cats. And I'm like, the same way I thought she was gonna react to it. Where's my plane ticket? Going home. So y'all, let's get to Fernanda and Jonathan. She is still pissed off the morning after she first arrived in America because Jonathan forgot to throw away some other woman's panties that were in one of his dresser drawers. He said that he never saw it. And I'm just like, so you mean to tell me you just moved that furniture without looking to see what was in it? Sounds like a man. Okay? But Fernanda wants him to understand that respect is very important to her, okay? And she doesn't feel respected. She feels like he's holding things from her. She feels like she doesn't know everything about him, which makes her unsettled. She's nervous about it. Jonathan says that he's an idiot. The underwear were from an old girlfriend, and he doesn't know what else he has to do, but he's sorry and all of that. She's like, I just asked you to clean up. How hard is that? And I'm like, girl, it seems like y'all gonna be having a hard time getting along. If he can't listen to you when he's still excited about getting a punani, girl, I don't know what it's going to be like when he done had it for a minute. He ain't going to do nothing that you ask him to do. Fernanda wants Jonathan to understand that she left her life in Mexico, okay? She left her life in Mexico for him, and she is not about to deal with him not being trustworthy, okay? Ultimately, she ends up forgiving his ass, of course, and then they go to meet some of his friends. Y'all, this was one of the most uncomfortable meetings of the friends I've ever seen on this show. And another thing is, because I remember there was one time where this little Caucasian lady came on my page and wanted to tell me on my Instagram, watched my video and came all the way over to my Instagram so she could tell me that she felt as if I was bringing color into it and I shouldn't have. And I'm like, this is what y'all don't seem to understand. This fucking show, the premise of this show is different ethnicities coming together to be in relationships. So if you don't like talking about different ethnicities and some of the things that come along with that, like people's biases and prejudice based off of your ethnicity and where you come from, if you don't want to deal with that, why are you watching this fucking show? Because this episode was a prime example of how you don't need me to bring it up. It's already there, ho. It's already there, ho. They went to dinner. And y'all, as soon as she walk up to the house, it's a nice house, so she's like all nervous and shit, and she go inside and it's all his white friends, okay? And why did the conversation work its way into them letting her know about how people feel about Mexicans and them coming over here to get on assistance? I was like, why y'all even bringing that up to her? Why y'all even bringing that up to her? And she was like, you know, y'all can have y'all opinion. She said it in Spanish because, you know, she was having a hard time understanding, but she understood that shit. And she said, you can have your opinion, but I have a different opinion than that, so we don't even need to go back and forth about the shit. And then the guy was like, well, you know, everybody's going to have their, you know, doubts and thought. I'm just like, bro, shut the fuck up. All of the friends need to shut the fuck up. They was uncomfortably white, okay? They were uncomfortably white. I would have been like, yeah, we are never going back to them again. I don't care how much they smile in my face. They make me feel like they got a problem with the fact that I'm from Mexico. Or it worries them. You know what I'm saying? Like, this girl don't even really like America. She didn't even really want to come here, but she wanted to be with him. So to have his American friends tell her about how the world sees her as a Mexican, like, I just was like, wow. Wow. Okay, y'all, so they introduced us to Olga and Steve this episode. More so Steve than Olga. But Steve is 20 years old, okay, out here living on his own. He was a partying kid. So at 16, he got like arrested for graffiti or being drunk or some shit like that, you know. Just being a badass kid. And his mom kicked him out, so he's kind of been living from pillar to post, and he kind of goes back and forth to his grandmother's house and to his friend's house. So his grandmother is the only constant parental figure he has in his life right now, which I find very fucked up. His dad died when he was like 5 or 6 years old from diabetes, and I was like, that is so sad. So one summer, he was, you know, having a good time out by the water, and he met Olga, all right? Olga is this beautiful girl from Russia. They were kind of having a little fling. They were only messing around for like a month and a half, and then boom, bow, pow, she's pregnant. And he was surprised that it only took the one time. I'm like, I don't know how many times we can tell y'all. I don't know how many times we can tell y'all that it only take one time for you to catch your STD. It only take one time for you to get pregnant. So that one time without protection could very much be the time that your fucking life is altered for 30 days or for the rest of your life, depending on what kind of STD they got and whether you are pregnant or not. Okay? All right? From here to here. So he's excited about the baby, because he wants to be the father he never got a chance to fully have since his father passed away so early on in his life. And I love that about him. I really did. And he was also very cute. But I like the fact that he wanted to be a father because he wanted to give the baby something he felt that he never got. And that's probably why he was all out of control and everything. When people go through that type of trauma throughout their lives, it'll show itself in one way or another. And I also feel like his mom probably had her part in that shit. Because who kicks their son out at 16 and just, never talks to him, never is really around like that? Like, that seems fucked up to me. I don't care if you was out here acting a fool or not. If you ain't, on drugs and stealing from me and shit, and he don't seem like that type, I don't understand why you wouldn't let your son come back and live with you. I would rather him live with me until he get on his feet than going back and forth from friend's house. You never know what could happen. I'm just saying, it just seemed kind of fucked up. I don't know what the circumstances is, so I'm not really judging his mom, but it just kind of felt fucked up to me that his grandmother is the only person. His grandmother and his grandfather are the only people that he really has by his side. And his grandmother is worried about Olga and if she's going to be able to get a visa to come over here because she's from Russia. And right now, relations are tense between America and Russia. So he's going out there for the birth of their baby, and he's all excited, and they're cute. They're a cute little couple. I don't know if they're going to last considering the fact that they are very young, and she's pregnant and a baby, and they're in different countries. I don't know what's going to happen, but they are cute, and with their attraction seems genuine. And that's what we look for on these shows. We don't know if y'all really in love and all of that, but y'all attraction, if it is genuine attraction to one another, then we can pretty much guess that y'all going to be one of the good couples. Whenever, unless the family dish and tell or something like that. But for the most part on these shows, I look for the genuine attraction, and those are probably the couples that'll have the best bet at staying together. And then you find out that some of these girls find themselves being attracted to some of the most oogly motherfuckers. I mean, I'm just saying, that coat, without a beard. And then she wanted him to shave his beard, and I was like, why are you trying to make him uglier? Why are you doing that? Like, he already, got like a funny thing going on here. Back to Steven, okay? Steven is scared about the responsibility, but he is very much looking forward to it. So he goes to Russia so he could be there for the birth of his baby. And I'm like, well, all right, y'all cute. Y'all are cute. So, y'all, let's talk about Kalani. Now, y'all know Kalani's storyline annoys me, and it got even more annoying this episode. So, on the day that she turned 30, on her birthday, Asuelu is coming to America. Her mom is concerned about Asuelu using Kalani for a visa. Kalani is worried about how her family is going to receive him. She's already staying at an Airbnb because her sister doesn't like Asuelu, so she doesn't want to bring him to the house. And I'm like, see, why is your 30-year-old ass living with your sister if she that type of bitch? You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to be trying to get y'all own place anyway. So she gets to the airport and picks Asuelu up, and he is so sweet and so nice and very much, I don't even want to call it indigenous, but wherever he's from, that is who he is, okay? Very like out of touch with the things that we have here in America, which I'm not upset about at all. But look, so because it seems that he's more grateful for the experience because he's coming from such meager, he's coming from a very meager lifestyle. Like, he explained how y'all, my stomach growling, I'm hungry. Okay. He explained how his house was rocks on the floor and didn't have any walls. Like, he explains how he's out there living, in dirt, so to speak. And I don't want to sound disrespectful because I really find that sometimes when people don't have all of this extra shit, they are happier people. And that's how he seems. He seems, because he doesn't have a lot, he's happy with what he has. So when he comes to America, he sees her, he's so happy she's there. He strips off his clothes and kind of has on like one of those little bottoms that just covers him up like the Samoan men, and he starts to do a dance and rolling around the ground. Huh! I was like, oh Lord, is it a mating ritual? Is it a mating dance? Is it a mating call? Y'all didn't know what was going on. I'm going to tell y'all one thing though. Kalani was very embarrassed, but up until one of the women who worked at the airport was like, girl, if you don't want him, I'll take him. I was like, yeah. He's trying to show you he's agile. All right? You better look for it. He's used to being out here, finding coconuts and taking care of the pigs and shit like that. So coming to America is a new experience for him. So he gets in a car with her, And she's driving really fast, and it makes him nervous because he hasn't been in a car. Then he talks about how wide the roads are, how tall the buildings are. It's just so big, it's scary to him. And I started to get pissed off with Kalani because I felt as if she was being short with him. She wasn't being very understanding of the fact that this is all very new to him. And that's what annoyed me about her. You know, he was so happy to see her, so happy to be there. But she just kind of is letting, I think, all the negativity from her family affect how she's looking at him right now. So every little thing he does is like some type of test. And then they're wondering if he's going to be a good father, if he's going to pick up the slack, he's going to help her. And I'm like, so what are y'all planning on happening here? Because what y'all gonna piss me off with is the fact that this man doesn't have any children. He's had a very, different lifestyle than y'all. So as far as getting a job and all of that, that might be hard for him. Speaking to other Americans, he seems to understand English and speak it well enough, but it's just gonna be a transition. It's going to be difficult, and I'm gonna be real pissed off if her and her family expect him to be Superman when he first got here. You know what I'm saying? It's not realistic. It's going to be a learning curve for him. But whatever. So he gets to the Airbnb. He's like, oh my God, this house is like the house that the Prime Minister of Samoa lives in. And I'm like, wow. Like, he was like, nah, I'm like the Prime Minister. And see, that's what I'm talking about. I do not think that this man is there for a visa. I don't think that he's there because he thinks he can get more, because he's so excited about the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? I really don't think that that's where he's coming from. Everything he said was that he wanted to be there with her. He wanted to be with his family. He didn't say America. He said, I want to be with my family. And he seems so uncomfortable by, the big city and all of that type of shit that it makes me feel like he ain't really here for that. Like, that's not what he is here for. But that's what her people are still worried about. Now, the mom seemed to be very receptive. She hugged him and kissed him and everything, but he was just wanting to see his baby. So he holds the baby, he kissing the baby, and the baby was crying because he's unfamiliar, but he was very patient, and he just kept kissing the baby, and I was like, see, that right there is a good sign. He's holding the baby, he's kissing on the baby, he's showing the baby love and affection, and I think that is the best thing that could have happened on the first date. So I'm going to leave for Kalani to cool her expectations for a little while and let him get accustomed to where he is. Let him get accustomed to taking care of a baby. And don't be expecting him to pick it up as if he would be like another American man. And check your fucking daddy. Because I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. Somebody was saying, oh, maybe the daddy felt like that because those men are controlling. Get the fuck out of here. American men are controlling. You can find a white American man that is just as abusive and controlling and egomaniacal and misogynistic as any other man from a different country. So I'm not here for that presumption at all. And I do not like the fact that the daddy is so filled with self-hate and doesn't want them to be with a man like him. Like, you came here and turned out great. Why would you think this man wouldn't? Like, that just really pissed me off, y'all. But we hoping for the best for Kalani and Swelu. So y'all right, Eric and Lita, y'all. Not gonna work. Can we say it again? Not gonna work. I think Lita is here because she wants to try to be a doctor here. I think she's here because she's egotistical. I think she's here because she just wants to have the best of the life and all of that. She's annoying as fuck. She's an annoying, spoiled brat that is with a middle-aged man who doesn't have really much financially to offer her. So they meet in the airport. Her sister Raina is there. And you know why? Because they were trying to act like, oh, the sister is there to see if her lifestyle is up to their standards. I really feel like she's there because they scared of Lita being alone with her son. It doesn't seem as if she's been very hands-on and taking care of him. When he came downstairs the next morning, he was with Raina. So it just kind of seems to me that Lita's not raising her son. Her sister is. So her sister is probably more so worried about how Lita is going to take care of her son and herself without all of the servants and shit. Y'all, when Eric first picked her up, he's trying to put all of the luggage in the back of his car. No, it has to be proper. It has to be proper. I'm like, bitch, if you say it has to be proper one more time. She was annoying the shit out of me. She wouldn't even let him put the damn luggage in the back of the car without trying to dictate how he did it. And I just thought it was so funny because she got upset that they wasn't going to stay in New York. They were staying in Pennsylvania at like a, Airbnb type situation or something like that. And the sister Raina is very well aware of how annoying her sister is. And when she sits down that next morning and tries to have a conversation with Lita and Eric and kind of let him know that she's a spoiled brat, she's not used to taking care of herself, she's not used to taking care of her son. And Eric was just kind of being an asshole about it. In the confessional, he's like, I don't care what she has to say. I'm like, you need to care what she has to say, because her concern seems to be more for you than it is for her sister. All right? Now, the parents are coming from Indonesia in a couple of days because they also want to see what Lita is doing, where she's going to be staying, where he works, all of that type of stuff. And I'm just like, oh, this is going to be uncomfortable. This is really going to be uncomfortable. And when Lita meets Eric's daughter who lives with him, oh baby. Look, I'll be surprised if they don't come to fisticuffs. Like, I'm just hair pulling and all. I will be very, very surprised, because the angst in his daughter about this situation versus the entitlements and annoyance of Lita, girl, it's gonna be an issue. I think it is. All right. So lastly, y'all, Jay and Ashley. Jay and Ashley are another one of the couples that I kind of like, all right? Ashley seems kind of weird to me a little bit. Like, I don't know if I'm going to fully like her all the way, but she's cute. She's my age. And she is really attracted to Jay. And Jay is really attracted to her. Jay says that he loves her. He wants to be with her. So she comes to Jamaica so that he can go through his visa process and have her there with him, right? So they get to the hotel in Jamaica that he had for her. They got the sham pimple, and he got rosebuds all over the bed. He said that Jamaican man, we're very romantic, and we got the heavy sack. I was like, oh, do you? We know what she in it for. Y'all, apparently they have sex at least 3 times a day. He wants to give her the D every day. He wants to give it to her every day. And I was like, oh, Lord, 20-year-old D every day? Girl, that sounds like a UTI in an ice pack. That's what that sounds like. But y'all, so look, they have their little first night together, and the next day he has to get ready for his visa. So his visa interview. So they, at a little bar in Kingston, and they kind of go over the paperwork, and she's like, all right, so what's my birthday? And he's like, May 26th. And I'm like, no, but that's my birthday. I was like, yes, calling out my birthday. No, her birthday is actually May 2nd. But he was like, oh, now I'm nervous. Because he's all nervous because they've heard about the questions that they asked and all of this type of stuff. And they had like this big photo album with all of their pictures in it and all the times they've spent together. So he goes in, and she's all nervous and shit, but he comes out and he got in. And I'm like, I knew it wasn't going to be hard for him. I don't normally see them holding back Jamaicans like that. Like, at least not in my experience. I do know a woman who came here from getting married to an American, and their transition didn't seem to take that long. I wasn't really all in their business like that, so I don't want to say that if I'm not sure about it. But they just don't seem to be getting a hard time when it which I don't think they should. Like, they shouldn't. In stereotypically, Jamaicans are hardworking. You know what I'm saying? They very much give back to the system that we live in. As far as I'm concerned, a lot of Jamaicans I know around, that they either be braiding hair, cooking food. Like, they find a way to work out here, all right, as far as I'm concerned. But then I would say the same thing about the Mexicans. Like, the Mexicans be standing outside fucking Lowe's every day. All right, so I don't know where they get this idea from that people come over here to get on our welfare. Like, I don't know where they get that from. I don't know what statistics they read that said that. But as far as I'm concerned, it seems like anybody that's, Jamaican, Mexican people, them people won't work. So they come over here, very much knowing that they're not going to be trying to take advantage of the system or anything like that. For the most part, as far as I can tell, I can be wrong, but that's the way it looks to me. So I wasn't surprised when he got through as quickly as he did. I'm glad he got approved. They seem very happy, and he's excited about giving her the D every night. Child, she look like she gonna be woe the fuck out. All right, and I'm here for it, Ashley. Girl, you better live your best life. You better live your best life with that young man. He seemed like he really want to be with her, y'all. So, I mean, look, I guess only time will tell. But I got my fingers crossed that Jay and Ashley are going to be, a good situation. But we'll see, child. Because she going to take him to white people land where they ain't got no other black folks or Jamaicans. All right, y'all. That was 90 Day Fiance. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. My Patreon link is down below in the description box. I'm actually thinking about if I should get rid of it and then just start over here, since we now can do memberships on YouTube, and then just start doing memberships and everybody can pay like $1 a month or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. You know, that way I can make videos and not have to always worry about whether they're going to get monetized or not. So we'll see. You know, time will tell. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed it. See y'all.